Good morning again. Welcome to our discussion segments. I just hope you are still there because the kind of anger we experienced during the dismal review, I almost got scared. Okay, and then I knew I couldn't do it alone before Mother Tinya can TV Madola. If you were joining,
why wouldn't they? I went to the market yesterday and came back and I was breathless. Things I bought very cheap. By the time I went to the market yesterday, I discovered that it skyrocketed. Almost 100% increase. So I thought, I talked to myself.
I said, you are scaring me. So what do we do?
Scaring you? Have you not had the same experience, Ijoma?
I have, but then with big people.
Which big people?
Big and small people.
The salary is static anyway. You should know that.
So that's one problem we're having. Things keep skyrocketing. Whereas our salary is still where it is. Okay? The bag of rice that you were buying 8,500 when you were at a salary of 50,000 naira. You are still at 50,000 naira. The bag of rice is 30,000 naira. So what do we do?
We have guests in here. Let them tell us their experiences because
I was thinking it's just you and
I. We're in a different world together. So.
Honestly. Yes. Okay. Our guest that has joined us this morning, we want to welcome you to this discussion. And what are we going to discuss? It is what exactly we have introduced to you, how to survive during this inflation. Okay?
I think I need it a lot.
Maybe you don't need it, but I need it more.
You think I don't need it? Okay. Let's see who needs it more now by the time we bring in our guest. Okay, yes. The first person is Reverend Dr. Onyi Boss. He is a public affairs analyst. He has joined us to look at this all-important topic at this period.
Yes, Onyi Bosa is also a family man. Yeah, he has experience. He will give us, all the things, download all the things he has been using to, cushion the effect of the inflation. So you're welcome to the program, Reverend Dr. Onyi Bosa.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Today we are going to mix preaching the word of God with preaching how to survive this inflation. Okay, and then Dr. Mrs. Okuchukwu Obi Chukwu, she's a civil servant and also a homemaker.
Homemaker.
When you hear homemaker, special homemaker. So all the
mothers,
one direct experience. Welcome, ma.
Good morning.
Okay. I must say you look good. Very good.
Thank you.
Inflation will look quite big.
Oh, Bafabonye.
Okay. Yes. Dr. Bosa, can you be do with onye season or not? Makana Zokita is on na ya na naka. Shebi, you collected money the other day. Why do you want another money this day? If you go find an account, if it goes now, the thing was 100% increase. So how are you guys seeing it? And then I hope to go to the ego.
Or probably because it's in the church. Maybe it's not getting into the church.
No, let's come from the father angle first. The head of the family.
Yes.
Thank you very much. The father angle. It's obvious that things are really difficult. It's obvious that the price of things are kind of shooting up the sky. Every item, like some people who are civil servants would say, that the only thing that is not moving upwards is the salary. But every other thing to be purchased with the same income is hitting the roof. So as the head of the family, one thing you must learn, and I presume that is something that must come from parenting, is that everyone should learn to live within his means. You don't have to live like others. Just because others are living big, you don't have to live big if you're not big.
Okay, I think we'll get to that when we start talking about, how to cushion the effect of the inflation, in society. But let's get to you, Okwi. He has just shared his experience. Now, as a mother, what has been your experience? Is there a way you bankroll and manage, not being hit by this great earthquake?
But before you start talking, Dr. Chupu Obi Chupu, I just got an intel now that you celebrated your birthday yesterday. So, on behalf of the Good Morning Anambra team, we are wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
From the mother angle, things are really tight. For example, in my home, if you make a market list, when you go to the market will make its own market list for you. Oh my God. When you buy something today and return maybe tomorrow, for instance, a tin of milk is now 300 naira, depending whether it's full cream or just adult own. So as a mother in the home, if I make my market list, submit it to my husband, when he brings out the money, maybe not the amount in the market list, the one he gave me, and whenever he gives me money, I say thank you. Even if it is not enough. I will go back and start adjusting my list to contain the amount given to me. And if I have, as a civil servant, I will add. So when I go to the market, I'll buy within the means of my resources at that particular time. So that is how I've been managing things.
Okay, let's get back to basics, Dr. Bosa. I had some discussions this morning on the press review, and it does appear, if you check all the papers today, it is inflation, inflation, inflation. 17.9%, 19.9%, a whole lot of things. So many reports on inflation. All the papers, virtually all the papers today, and one of the analysts said that one of the reasons why we found ourselves where we are today is because of too much importation, that we import everything from beginning to the end. All the things that we consume in Nigeria, we import it here. So that is one major reason why we're having this inflation. Do you agree with him, or are there other things you think that are part of this level of inflation we're experiencing today?
Yes, I partly agree with him, but I think the major issue is our inability to husband our resources properly. We are, in Nigeria, used to sharing the cake. No one talks about baking the cake. And as you keep eating the cake that has been baked, it will keep going down until it finishes. So if there is no replenishment, definitely, at the time the thing is getting to zero, there will be lack. And the lack is for everybody. And in a situation where you have the survival of the fittest, that is where hunger stares everyone in the face. We keep using the resources we have as if there is no tomorrow. We don't save for the rainy day. We keep spending and spending, like you rightly said. We keep importing everything, including toothpicks that we could actually improvise with the brooms. Oh yes.
And we have chewing sticks as well. That
we have chewing sticks.
A lot of things that you can
and
cut
I understand
pick your teeth with.
In biology that using chewing stick strengthens your teeth as you add the pressure to push and clean. It strengthens your teeth. And there are natural preservatives. There are natural chemicals in these chewing sticks. Like I remember the one we call Ochicholumbareze.
Are you serious?
Oh yes. So you see that these particular chewing sticks are naturally prepared to take care of infections that come to the teeth.
It's true.
But we have jettisoned all those locals. We want to be whiter than the white man. And therefore, we go for what the white man is producing. And the most painful dimension of all this is that the little we produce within, we sell to the white men at giveaway price. And they go and refine those things that we have produced and return it to us at skyrocket prices.
Exorbitant prices.
And we keep depending on the crude oil as our only source of income while we can diversify the economy. It is our inability to utilize what we have effectively, to produce those things we import and sell at a reasonable price. But we now import everything and the price skyrockets. We keep enriching other nations while impoverishing ourselves. So that is the problem. You can't eat your cake and have it. So we fritter our resources away. We waste our resources and turn around to start blaming somebody. People in government should know that it is time to start producing instead of sharing, instead of consuming. There is a difference between consumption and production. You cannot consume what you cannot produce. So we consume too much and produce too little. That is our problem.
And that is why this inflation has taken us to this level.
Oh, yes.
You know, sometimes we play the blame game. You can say this is caused by government policies. Mm-hmm. This could be caused by, the people, the way we live our life as a people. So taking a look at, what people do, the way we live our lives in Nigeria, the way we perceive things in Nigeria, do you think it also contributes to, the inflationary trend that we have in Nigeria now?
Yes. Living above our means.
One is living above our means, and not only that, Nigeria, we are consuming country instead of producing country. And we have this belief that whatever that is producing here is inferior to most of us. So when you go to the market, even the locally produced one, you'll be saying, no, it's not the quality type. You would like to go for the one that is being manufactured abroad. So it's one of the major reasons. And if this government has to come in to put a very big ban on importation of these goods so that we can go back and start producing our own and start exporting. And encourage these little local industries by making policies that will favor them, by giving them soft loan to continue in their production, and by making them to grow. Because if you put a ban on importation of all these goods we are importing as a consuming country, and go back and start producing our own, our local industry will grow. And with this idea of this good is being produced in UK is better than that of Nigeria. When you don't see UK good, you go for the one you have. You make do with the one you have.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Busa, talking about government policies that are not favorable. Let's take a look at some of them. While you were talking, you spoke about people not living above their means, and now we have government running government at a very high falutin rate, very high rate. The cost of governance is unimaginably too high, and then you don't see result. You don't see its effects positively on the citizens. For instance, many years ago, we had in Anambra State we had a governor then that was called Amadi Kweche. He decided that the shoes he was going to wear then will be made in Aba. Even presently in Anambra State, the governor patronized, yes, Akwete Cloth, and then Nkwele Zunaka shoemakers. And then even his car is innocent. So how can government re-amend its, or maybe amend its policies so that, the common man can now benefit from it positively? Yes, Dr. Bosa.
Yes, you really hit the nail at the head. We are very extravagant in our expending. And of course, you know that when you elect a government, they have this list of special assistants and just so many of them. And you wonder how the government could cope with those paraphernalia of personnel.
So he adds to it, to the bulk.
You add to the bulk. So why couldn't we husband our resources in such a way that we do not spend so much in governance? There are too many persons to pay. There are too many trips to take. There are so many flights to take. When one person is invited to a function, you have 20 people going as entourage. And of course, when they get there, you will discover that they are going to be housed in hotels. And hotel bills are so much on the high side. If you check that people that you are governing are starving, and you can go to a hotel and pay as much as 100,000, not for your food though, just to lie on the bed at night and wake up in the morning. One of the aspirants,
I wanted to say somebody said something like that.
one of the aspirants PTB say that if he paid so much to a hotel to sleep and wake up, when he actually finishes, he feels that he has been robbed. And that's what it should be for people who really
People with
want
conscience.
to conscientiously see that the people who elected them into office need to be served. It is not for you to serve yourself. Too much expenditure on things that are irrelevant and uncalled for.
Okay.
He's talking like a strange Nigerian.
No. We are
Do you understand,
on
EJ?
TV.
He's talking like a strange Nigerian, because if you behave like this, they will term you as a bad leader. They will term you a bad leader because you don't spend.
No, we are changing the narratives. We are changing the narratives. It can never be business as usual. Now.
It's just like people are asking you to tighten your belt while they are loosening theirs. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you learn to live within your means, to cut your coat according to your cloth, not size.
Not size.
According to your cloth.
If your size is so much, sew a monkey jacket.
Oh dear.
The cloth may be good enough to do the job.
Yes.
But once you keep on spending because the resources are there, the rainy day will be coming. And I wonder which umbrella you are going to use.
Umbrella again. Okay, so you are still watching Good Morning Anambra. And this is what we'll give you every morning in this place. And if you remember to join us every morning, you will enjoy a whole lot, okay? Today's edition, we are looking at how to survive during inflation. That's exactly what we're doing. So, welcome those of them that we talk to on the streets, and after then we'll come back to the real gist of how to survive. Okay, not we now have to have seen what has led us to this inflation and a whole lot of things. We're going to deal with the problem when we come back. Do stay.
The northern region, the western region, and the eastern region, agriculture used to be the mainstay of the economy. University of Nigeria and Soka, and so many Golden Guinea brewery here. even the Niger sale, they were all built from proceeds that Dr. M.I. Okpara, the then premier of the Eastern region, got from agriculture, revenue from agriculture. From the cocoa in the West, cocoa production, they built UNIFE, University of Obafemi Awolowo University, now Obafemi Awolowo University, Ife. And other revolutions, even in the north, the granite pyramid in the north, they now use it to develop the north. And it appears as if we are taking the backside now. We are no longer paying attention to agriculture, when this should be the mainstay of Nigeria's economy.
Currently, we're experiencing dire economic situations, and entrepreneurship seems to be the only way out. The government is doing its best to encourage youth to go into entrepreneurship. So I feel that even as people depend on their monthly income or their monthly pay, as in it's also advisable in these times, in these difficult times, that people should, look to other sources of income, creating wealth themselves, seeking soft loans from bank. And we're also asking the government or asking the financial institutions to, offer soft loans with little interest, so that people can also venture into businesses on their own, rather than depending on the pay from government or from or their paid employment.
I'm an entrepreneur. I believe the only way the Nigerians can cope with this kind of inflation we have today is entrepreneurship, being your own boss anyway. Because as you can see, most of the lecturers now are home for the past 6 months, and many of them have families. They have children. They have 1 or 2 bills to take care of. And now that they are not longer paid, so how do you want them to cope? But if truly they have 1 or 2 business maybe doing, I believe they can be at least paying their bills for now. I advise the younger ones today to go and learn trade. Not only learning trade, you learn 1 or 2 handwork that could help you. Maybe AC, car AC, you can fix someone's car AC, maybe house AC, and some other things.
There are ways in which one could cope up in this inflation era. The first way is to make adjustments in one's expenditure. You are going to forego those irrelevant expenditures which one are making. The irrelevant expenses. And I have one to cope up. That is by means of adjustment to their expenses. 2, the next one is to learn certain skills that will help you to have extra income.
Odima, anyị na-anabatakwu n'ọzọ. Welcome. Ịma na mmiri karịa awọ n'ọnụ, ọ da amasị ka o si ebe akwa. Mana ntụtakwa nke a, ifi.
Mmiri jula, ojuga awọ ọnụ. Ojuga awọ ọnụ.
Okay, let's look at the solutions now. We heard people that we talked to, and they said a lot of things by way of preferring solution to the way how to survive. Okay, we are still we are online too. You can still make your call. You can drop your messages in our social media platforms, or you make call. That's phone on your screen. I mean, the number on your screen, and make your contribution. Obulgodi tunyalo. Imalaki say survive. Godi wanye. Kedu adjustment. The last person say onyo abana my adjustment. And I think that one may put the adjustment. Boy,
are you sure you started?
If it's not got drop motor, well,
of course.
Kidnap.
I don't need to pretend about it.
So you get my adjustment that will not be detriment to you. Okay, can you be Dr. Obichuku? Can do it fair again? Because now I'm checking na no isi umuwanya ka odakwa. You got to go. If we can say again, you may adjust. You may say adjust. It's in your point. You may don't win day zero. Kedifa game, but they want to live like indigenous.
First of all, is for you to accept this hardship, this inflection that has come. Then you start making necessary change in order for a better. One, for you to survive, or for you to start augmenting in your family in one way or the other, maybe as a civil servant, maybe as a... These days, there's nothing like a housewife. If you're a housewife, full-time housewife, you will get it more harder than any other person.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
I'm calling Edwin. I'm calling from Katsina State.
Okay, Edwin from Castina, welcome.
You guys are even talking about I'm survive the game. I got to go you guys did get out of Katsina ever had what do you guys do, man? So I think it's not going to get where I can come. So she said you can't know about
Dalo na unokwa ofuma na Castina wa. Una nokwa ofuma ebe a. Una nokwa ofuma na Castina wa ife na afio.
Are you serious?
You mean yeah?
For 3 days now. Anyway, same here.
O de man ebe ina akaju oyi.
Yeah.
O de man. Dalo.
Okay, I presume Ikaji no mebo. Okay. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you. Dalo.
If we go Ikaji no
You
know,
yes, you were talking.
Yes, if you start making certain adjustments, if you can afford, gas is now 900 naira.
9,000.
900 naira a liter.
A liter. Okay.
Kerosene is either 850 or 1,000 naira a liter. As a mother to the home, in the home, if you can't afford these ones, you go for charcoal. That one doesn't even dirty pot.
I see.
And
You
it's
have
cheaper.
to start making adjustment. If you are to cook beans, maybe soak it for a while, so that you will not consume much
Let
gas.
me hear that one. If you want to
soak
beans,
beans
For a while.
you
You
soak
soak
it
it in the water for a
with
while.
warm water or cold water.
Just cold water. It's one
For how long?
it's one you want to peel it, you soak it with hot water.
Okay.
But when you want to cook it, you soak it a while, maybe 20-30 minutes to the time, so that
Okay.
it will not consume gas.
Hello,
or
good
kerosene.
morning.
All right.
1 minute.
Hello.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning. You're welcome.
My name is Oyi. I'm calling from Kaduna.
Okay.
Okay, when you're
Only you're welcome.
Welcome.
So how my own contribution on how we can survive on this and this inflation that is ongoing in Nigeria now is that we just adjustment. You know, women as they just they are most vulnerable because we like competition. We like to copy others. We want to do what others do. And that's why things are getting out of hand. And some people, they don't even visit their husband. They will give you money, just money. They want to buy what their neighbor bought. They have never cooked with a basket of tomatoes. They want to cook with one account to just show that they can fit in. To just make sure that in fact, they can do more than them. But that is not what we need now. We need to re-strategize. We need to adjust ourselves. We need to cut our codes according to our size. Look at school fees, everything. In fact, if you go to school, you know what they are. If you have 2 or 3 kids in one school, at the end of every day, you pay 200 and something pounds. Your house rent is there, your NEPA bill is there, everything. The bills don't care whether we are in inflation or not. They keep on coming and we have to solve it. So please, we don't anybody to adjust. We have to adjust seriously. If you have children that can even, you can give them 2 square meals and they can even cope with it. Why not go for it? Or to come out of this, I believe that next year will be better by God's grace.
Amen. Thank you. Onyi, take care of your children. I can hear them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the way from Kaduna.
You know, one of the things that scares me about inflation is, you know, the psychological part of it. You know, depression and all these. We have a lot of people, you know, committing suicide. A lot of people getting mad and all these.
Because they can't meet up.
Yes. Dr. Bosa, Reverend Dr. Bosa, I think you should come in here because this is your area. how can people cope psychologically and spiritually with this?
Well, you know that problems do exist. They will continue to exist. But problems have expiring date. There's none that will last forever. Now that we are in difficult times, I cast my mind back to the days of the Civil War. We also had difficult times in those days. People had to make improvisations. People have to use the land, back to the land. These little portions of land within your home and outside your home could serve a lot of purposes. Vegetables can be cultivated. Just put something in the ground, and you will marvel at what you can reap from these pieces of land that are just nearby. They can add a lot to your pot. You cut off the money you used to go and buy those things. You can put in cassava sticks in the ground. Before you know it, it's food. Then you look at the menu.
1 minute, sir. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
Good morning.
Good morning. What is your name and where you're calling from?
Pastor Michael from Mina, Niger State.
Okay, Pastor Michael, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, please.
Okay.
I haven't looked at the program. We would have approached this thing from several angles. I don't think God has forsaken us during inflation. Two, there are man-made issues in this matter or this case that matters a lot. When we leave villages thinking that the survivor is in the city, we have problems. So we should go back to our villages, do our farm work, and have enough. Two, we should not be looking at other individuals as providers for us. I was discussing with my other brother in a day. He said, look, in a family that a person is wealthy, it means virtually everybody in that family is not wealthy.
Okay.
You can imagine where we are depending on one another. Family extension. Maybe I'm coming from Mina with 20,000. And I just returned home from the headquarters. There I will begin to think of how to share the 20,000. Because virtually everybody is thinking of what you will bring. But if we are sensitized to say, look, try to mind your business, not that this one will give me, this one will give me, this one will give me, and then you put the young ones in trouble. Let us begin to look at what you have as an individual that you will be able to do. If you come to some places now that are carrying bags, picking the things, we are selling this one and selling the other one. Everybody wants to wear clothes like our pastor there. But that's not the only solution. Where do you belong? Can you cut your coat according to your size? And cut your yam according to the tuber you have before you?
Okay.
Please, I pray that we should also cap everything with a prayer that God will help us during this inflation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So start measuring, our yams with, a tape. You were talking about menus.
Yes, I was saying.
Thank you, Pastor.
If you were used to having parts of chicken, goat meat, cow meat, and all that in one single pot of soup, you do not need a soothsayer.
Like Ijoma just did one and she's there.
What is wrong with you, Ify?
I am not envying her. Because with time she will know that it is...
Sorry, somebody has joined us again. We called for the course. Yes, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome.
Please, what's your name and your location?
Hello.
Hello, good morning. That's volume on your TV set.
Yeah.
Take it off so that you can hear us.
I am on your age. Like that.
Okay, calling
From where?
I'm staying at the Coca.
Okay. Would you when you're not at TV, go on there,
My
noise.
contribution to what you are talking is that
That's good. God bless you, the person at the background.
You
Now
must hear your
continue.
voice.
to what you are saying there is that you see family comes together is better this time around. When you cook food, like in olden days, when my parents cook food, my grandparents, I grew with my grandparents, when they cook food, they will gather all of us who can be up to 10 and put the food in one big something like that.
Yes.
So you are enjoying it. You will not feel fish, whether fish day or this, because everybody is struggling for his stomach. And you see, if we keep everybody filled up, you will feel up because you are struggling for your appetite.
Yeah.
With your brothers, you enjoy them together. You will not see that they don't feel hunger much. If you don't go and play, but these days we separate food. If you have this yourself, you give different place, you separate food. The economy is dying by doing that. And also, this whole farm, every outside should be utilized by planting crops and other things. Like there is a project we did the other side in my school. This project is that you can farm in your city. You can farm in your city. Yes, that is sustainable farming for security. Security in the country.
Okay.
You cannot
Thank you.
experience Boko Haram or this
In your own house.
the farm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
Keeping
you.
love in our hearts. Thanks a lot. So, did it
you.
remind you of anything
No.
growing up?
When he was talking about communal feeding,
Yeah.
you feeding from one bowl. You don't try that this time around.
Like a COVID.
No, it's not because of
And all the
COVID. What is the quantity of the food?
I get it.
So that every person will eat and fill his stomach. Nnukwu ọgụgụ ada.
Ọdaba no nsogbu adịrọ.
Ndị a ga-etikpọ anya ga-eri nne because the food is not enough to go round. So you just have to portion according to.
I went through that too.
I did.
Now I struggle child the thing. Mama for you no jurogi. There's this contentment. See what I go. Mama bedi ofu. That's the angle he's coming from. Man, always some things, Doctor Nepu, I napoli open on EACBC, but you're going to million they go do or save Wologi gas, more kerosene, or whatever you are using. And well, others, and I have a puji.
Go dear. Fear, yes now.
No, she said yam.
No, I didn't say it. So when you soak that fear for hours, it will also rise. When you want to cook it, it will save gas or coal pot or kerosene, as the case may be. And instead of going for meat, if you can't afford it, crayfish will equally give you what meat is giving you. Add enough crayfish.
It's protein.
It's the same protein, animal protein.
If you can't even afford crayfish, you can't even go for vegetable.
Okay. We have a call.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
That's volume on your set. That's why you are not hearing us. Before you call us, put off the volume. Use your mute. Remote control. Just put the mute and then you are good to go. Yes. We are looking for solution. What do we do? You know, because you don't want to look at the problem. Somebody was just saying, go to the farm, go back to the farm. And some other person will now call you and tell you which farm, the farm where there is no security. Okay, and some other person say you can plant in your house with bags of cement or whatever. Okay, they're all good, you can do all those ones. But what we're trying to look for now, immediate solution to what I will eat once I finish this program now. If you eat any,
don't worry, we'll go out. It's a secret. You know?
Okay.
I want to surprise you, but then.
So that's what we're saying. Immediate solution to this problem.
we talk about an alternatives generally. Talk about plan B. For the person who's a worker, who's a civil servant, knowing full well that it's illegal for you to do an extra job, do another job, how can you survive this? Because I'm sure government is crying of lean resources, and it's not even planning to add 1 or 2 kobo to people's salaries now. They're trying to survive as well.
How do you know? They may be planning.
Let's be realistic.
How do we survive? There are alternative ways to make ends meet. You're a civil servant. You're depending on your credential and the money that is being paid for now. And you look at the situation of things. And then you discover that there's no way you can cope. There are a number of skills out there that you can acquire. And that will give you means of earning. Like in my home. Every member of my household is encouraged to pick up a skill.
Hello. Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Skill. Let's remember that it's necessary.
Good morning,
Morning.
ma'am. Welcome.
Hello,
Yes.
good morning.
Hello?
Hello,
Good morning.
we can hear you.
Can hear you, ma'am?
Yes, but just mute your television set. Oh, it's clashing with your voice.
We
All right.
actually like to hear from the women.
Anambra.
Okay,
Okay.
beautiful.
What's
What
your
is your
name?
name?
Hello?
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hey,
Okay,
you are
would you
taking a
mind
lot of time. It does appear you are not
Yes,
you are
please.
wrongly connected.
Yes,
You may
Dr.
cover.
Bosa was talking about skill acquisition.
I was talking about acquiring skills. There are skills you acquire and it gives you a means of livelihood. Like I said that in my home, every of my children, all of them, have one skill or the other you must acquire for the rainy day. My first son read physics, but he went into computer appreciation, and from there dipped into ICT. He is feeding from the skills he got from ICT, not looking for a job. And he's not doing badly. The last baby of the house read English. She picked the skill of photography.
Wow.
And after training, she got the skills properly that the person who trained her will sublet works to her when the work gets too much on him. And she makes a lot of money from going to cover events.
Wow, that's good.
Now, an establishment advertised for photographer. She presented herself.
Keeping the English
Dollar
certificates
experiences.
behind.
The English has not given her anything. And there is no hope of getting anything with the English.
With
she
English.
read.
Yes.
So skill. Thank you very much.
So
We
he
are
went
rounding
for
up.
interview and that thing gave her a job that is paying handsomely.
Are you
Wow.
serious?
I like
I'm
that.
serious.
Handsomely.
This is good.
This is what we need.
So
is
all
good.
of them, I don't have to go
I
through them
know,
one
I
by
know,
one, but
but
I'm
the
trying
fact
to
remains that-
emphasize that a number of things people look down on can actually be the way out this time around. Like I was saying earlier, the stomach does not say what it ate.
I told somebody that yesterday.
Afare equivoli.
Yes, so
You are talking about 3 square meals. Who told you that it must
is it
be
really
square?
necessary?
Oh, it mustn't be
it be
square.
It could be round, though.
Yes, it can be round.
Cylindrical.
It
3
can-
round
it
meal or
can
3
have different-
triangular
it can
meal.
have different shapes. Just the way a bowl of rice with chicken and all the things garnishing that go with it is a meal. Gari and granite
Oh, balanced meal.
is a meal. So you have to
Balanced
cut
meal.
according to what you have. so that you will be able to make the ends meet. Otherwise, you can't
We're
make
not-
it.
We're not 100 naira.
Thank you.
One pentagari is 1,000 something. So, onwe kwe about easy. You are running off door. Can do your advice to the homemakers like you. Can we survive all this?
My general advice for every woman to make adjustments. Be yourself. Every family has its own uniqueness. Don't try to copy Mrs. Okafor or Mrs. whomever in what they are cooking in their house, how they are doing in your house. Just manage your house the way things is. Weekend, if you don't have so much money, you go to the market, buy just vegetable to cook, or use egg to make stew instead of meat for the rice on Sunday. Children will enjoy it.
That's easy.
Like Reverend said, stomach does not say what he or he is.
Court nata on Ashebi.
Court
on
nata
fashion.
Ashebi. Don't just imitate somebody to look like, go just like this person. Even if when you look more gorgeous, you'll be attractive to kidnappers and things like that. But it's true. You drop a lot of things. Like if you have 2 or 3 cars, you may drop 1 or 2 and be using 1, if need be. And if things get somehow or worse, at times you go by taxi. It will even save cost for you. Because fuel 3,000 naira cannot take you throughout the whole week if you have a car.
So, just can't.
But if you are going by transport, maybe you cannot even spend up to 1,000 naira for that 1 week.
You're aligning with me. IJ, drop your car, please. Anyway, when I was growing up, my mother told me a story when she was newly married. There was this practice among young wives that each day you do a new soup. Yes, you give to others to taste. So they were doing this. What it means is that you have to make your soup super, So on a particular day, she now thought to herself, why am I doing this? Do I want to be at home? Can my husband afford to, get that kind of money that you used to do the kind of soup that other wives were making? That was the day she stopped, preparing soup and giving to others. By the time, when they saw that she couldn't do that again, they all stopped. So the thing is that
so you go home and manage what you have.
Manage your life. Don't even emulate anybody. Don't be like anybody.
Come down on fashion. Come down on fashion.
Come down on fashion.
Come down on it. A whole lot of things you can do to adjust.
We've on, yes.
Every occasion,
shoes.
Different we've on, different shoe, different that.
Makeup and all this.
I call fashion. Cut down. If I'm a rockolo, that's what we're saying today. It does appear now a good nika.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing. Ilioni will keep provide and now adopted and you prozoku brunch. Yotaga adopted it in one case here, my fancy me and bar and to keep Wogi busy. When I make a time bagotezia, when you give me between afternoon and my day to take care of morning and afternoon.
But before we leave here now, do we all agree that we'll come out of it like our sister told us? Our sister told us that we're going to come out of this. Do we agree? Or is it something that is permanent?
No, it cannot be permanent.
So
no,
we agree. That's okay.
Inflation comes and goes.
So within time, we're going to come out of it.
Yes, economically,
it's a matter of time.
So
yes, it does.
All we have to do to
thank you very much.
And be more prayerful.
Oh yes,
definitely we are going to come out of it.
Next year, if we have a change of government, there will be change of policies, and then automatically everything changes.
Thank you very much. We want to thank you immensely, Reverend Dr. Onyibosa. He's a public affairs analyst, and then curate and Registrar of Renaissance Model University in Buku. Thanks a lot for coming.
Yes, like I mentioned, skills. If you need them, we have a lot of it at Renaissance Model.
Oh,
you are going to pay me for this? You are going to pay me for this?
No. You come and pick skills and
no,
you'll be good for it. Then secondly, we can't complete this program without mentioning God. He owns the earth and the fullness thereof.
You said that, yes.
Okay?
Yes, you said that. We don't have much time anymore, but God is first. That's all.
Yes, Dr. Mrs. Okuchukwu Obichukwu, a civil servant and a homemaker. We'd like to thank you very much for joining us this morning. Dalo. Na lokita mbanye beans na mili. Banye for 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour in.
Just 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Ijoma Uche. We'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.